and then I can't help it. Alan's going to cut that out. There you go, you can cut that out as well, Alan. Thank you, that's much appreciated. How did I get into racing? It all came about through a friend who had a Defender sitting on his drive, slowly rusting away, and the deal was done that if I prepared it I could race it. He looked after us in regards to obviously getting it road legal and getting the parts for it. We then went out and did our first year of competition, finished second in class and also 8th overall in the championship, and what was a severely underpowered budget vehicle. Since then we've kind of progressed on. We started doing winch challenges purely because it was a more kind of free roaming sort of event to start with, and then obviously we progressed into doing different challenge series, and then the Ultra 4 series came along, and King the Hammers, and now we are building our cars to go fast and not as much rock crawl, but do similar sort of stuff, go fast and go slow, and do technical winching, you name it, we can do it kind of thing. Obviously the Ultra 4 series in the States, with King the Hammers in particular, it's a kind of different kettle of fish, but there's lots of technology that's being used that we are now kind of copying, and we are doing our very own bit of improvisation and bringing new technology to the forefront as much as what the Ultra 4 scene is. Racing in the racing community means to me, I'd certainly say that the racing itself is a kind of an outlet to get away from everything, all the stress and struggle goes on during the week. When you go racing, as soon as the helmet's on, green flag drops, then all that kind of fades into the background. All the late nights, struggles, worrying if the car's going to be ready, it all just disappears. The racing community itself is pretty much awesome. I mean, when we're out competing, everyone is as competitive as the next man, but when we're actually looking at pits and if we get stuck or broken, then everyone will help everyone else out so we can get back racing again and keep going. What's unique about LetzRoll Offroad Racing? I'd certainly say it's the large amount of people that are in the team, and so many different talents that are available in the team. Obviously you've got different guys that can do fab work, can do machining, to the guys that are doing all the video and whatnot that kind of promotes the team. I mean, overall when it comes to it, everyone pulls together, and whatever happens keeps the cars racing and keeps the team running. We certainly, what drew us to the team was the fact that it was kind of very much a family affair. Everyone's there, everyone's very supportive, and at the end of the day, when the racing's over, everyone's kind of chills out, has a good time, which is kind of, it's the best way to kind of be. Wheeling in the UK versus in the US, well, first off, we don't have anywhere near as much rocks, and the rocks we do have are certainly a lot smaller in scale, and certainly the other thing we don't have in comparison to the US is the vast wide open spaces. For example, you could fit the UK into the state of Arizona. That's kind of how much more limited we are in space. Certainly I'd say the King of the Valleys event, that's made a big difference to the UK for actually being able to go out and put severe mileage on the vehicles. A normal UK event, you might only do 20 miles maximum in a day, whereas with King of the Valleys you're doing 40 miles minimum per day, which, let's be fair, that's quite a fair old distance to go and do in comparison to what we do normally. Oh, also we have mud, lots of mud, and trees, and rain, and we have to paint everything to stop it going rusty. Favourite part of racing, as I said before, is once you get racing, and after the first 2-3 miles of listening out for the little odd squeaks that you didn't hear before, Once you get in the zone, then that's it. Everything becomes you just become at one. It's the best way to relax. It also makes all the late nights, stress and struggle, etc., all worthwhile. And by the end of the day, it's a shame when the weekend's over and you got to go back to work, and then you're just waiting for the next one. Unfortunately, we don't do as many events as we used to do, but we do spend a lot more time doing larger events, which it's a balance we've got to try and keep up and continue on. ...2012 King of the Valleys, where it started. Earlier, at the very start of the year, it was looking doubtful we would make it, but as the year progressed on, we gained pace and we started preparing the car. We were back in the top 20, so in the first 5 miles, I think past 6 cars, just because obviously we were having a nice steady pace and we were picking them off as we went. The second lap on the Sunday, we were back in running with the same speedy vehicles, and I certainly say when we come in over the finish line on the Sunday, that was quite an emotional point, simply because we made it. We weren't expected to get that far, which Adrian Martin still owes me £5 for betting me that I wouldn't finish King of the Valleys due to mechanical failure. So yes please, I would like £5. So overall we managed to finish 8th. Overall, we automatically qualified for King of the Valleys 2013, and we're going to do our best to improve on that position this year, especially with the help of the LetzRoll Offroad team. Plans for 2013, we've since been at King of the Hammers in February. We've since come back and decided that what we had wasn't really going to do the job very well for King of the Valleys. We've since upgraded the suspension, the wheels, the tyres, the steering, brakes, axles, diffs, basically everything, to try and make the car a bit more suitable for this year's King of the Valleys. After King of the Valleys, we're currently talking about doing King of Portugal, which is another Ultra 4 event, first in the European area, or first in Europe, sorry. But at the end of the day, we've got to get there and we've got to see what happens. We've got to keep the car together for the weekend and go as fast as we can.
This is Radio 4.
It's 9:05 and
we are officially announcing LetzRoll Offroad Racing UK.